Hey, Kevin here, back with you, and we'll see how this video turns out today. I'm actually from my laptop today, and I'm on a trip right now, and as you can see in the background, I'm here in my hotel room. And right before I left this morning, this last week we had a close friend of ours, a longtime family friend. In fact, our kids grew up with their kids, Lisa's kids, older kids, Adam and Jerry, grew up with this family's kids, and the husband passed away last week, and yesterday was the memorial service before, the whole day before I left, and it was very interesting going to this memorial service. I mean, of course, Lisa, you know, she is very emotional when it comes to this kind of stuff, and of course, I am too, quite honestly. But the one thing I definitely noticed hanging out with all of these people at Mark's funeral service, if you want, it wasn't a typical funeral service. It was, you know, his body was not there. It was just a gathering of all of his friends, and we got together and we shared stories, and we just got to spend time together, and people shared from you know, with the group, and it was just a really incredible experience. And what I told Lisa was, you know, what a great group of people that Mark had as friends, you know, that he associated with, and they all talked about how they impacted his life, you know, impacted their lives. And one guy in particular, who was a friend of my son Adam's, he shared about an instance when he was younger, when Mark was coaching his football team, and he had made this big play, and how Mark came and gave him this huge hug, and how that was a life-changing experience for him. All these years later, he's telling all of us about this experience with Mark. And I told Lisa, I said, you know what? I said, you never know what you're going to do that's going to impact somebody else's life. And so, you know, and here we are, here you and I are, in this space where we have this technology and we have access to the internet, where we can do what we do and impact people's lives. You know, and in these little videos that I make for you, you know, on a weekly basis, and I send out to you, and you know, who knows who this content or this discussion is going to impact, and in what way, and for how long, and for how many years is that going to last. But I can tell you, I know for a fact I've had experiences like that, because I've had people share that kind of thing with me. Kevin, you shared something way back when, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 8 years ago, that made such an impact on me. And see, and I want the same exact thing for you. And so if you're not out there doing your thing and using this technology that we've got available to us and in front of us, my goodness, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Get out there and use the AIS, use the automatic income system, start making an impact on the people's lives that you can impact, and start making a difference in this world. You're going to feel so good when you start doing that. And if there's anything I can do to help you, then let me know, because I'm here to help. That's it for this week. Bye for now.